Hello and hello and welcome to Promenade Française. It's been a long time since I've seen everybody. I remember before the end of the end. I remember that the winter was coming, and I was saying that like, hey, what would happen if I like did some French exercises every day for the whole winter? Then probably at the end of winter, I would be able to speak French. And now it's the end of winter. And like, how many videos did I actually make? I didn't make any videos. So what happened? I don't know. I think generally speaking, like for me, the winter, this winter, particularly this winter, I had this crazy goal where I was going to survive the whole winter. Oh no, I was going to survive the whole winter without heat. So actually, that's what happened. So I survived. Like I spent the entire winter here in Lagodeki without heat, and when it like tonight, it's like -6 outside, and so inside of the apartment, it's around 5 or 6 degrees. Or no, it's not quite 6. It's -4. So it's about 5 degrees inside the house. It's gonna be what 4 degrees tomorrow, -6, -6. Like for the foreseeable future, it's gonna be cold. Um, I have been taking lessons still in French. I've taken an average of one lesson per day. I was doing 2 lessons per day. I would say this winter I've done an average of 1.2 lessons a day, maybe 1.3 lessons a day. Basically, that means that I read. I've been reading a lot of reading. I did a lot of reading. So every single day I read French for at least, um, if you put all those lessons together, I'm probably averaging about 80 minutes a day of reading in French. So obviously, I feel more comfortable reading, more comfortable with pronunciation. Um, I still can't really speak though. I don't feel really good at speaking, and I'm not doing enough exercises, enough grammar exercises, enough verb conjugation, and enough exploration of basic tenses. And so I still really can't speak French. So I'm hoping maybe this is day one of the same thing. Doing the same. I know I look funny because it's cold in my apartment. Um, what's gonna happen? It's March, so is that the first day of spring? Is March technically the first day of spring? I think it is, right? So we got through January, we got through February. Yeah, it must be spring. It must be technically spring now. So it's going to warm up. I think this is going to be a cold week. I think maybe after a week or 10 days, we'll get back to normal temperatures above zero. And then eventually I'll be able to take off my extra layers and, feel like it's, you know, good times again. Anyways, so today, if you are like a French learner, if you want to learn French, we're going to start from the very beginning again. Like, how long have I had this channel? Like 2 years almost, or only 1 year, or a year and a half? About a year and a half, and I keep starting from the beginning again and again and again. So here we are again, starting from the beginning again. What do I mean starting from the beginning again? So somebody sent me this les 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 500 exercices de grammaire avec corriger. I didn't know the word corriger until just before starting the videos. So it looks like we have an answer book. Okay, so today we're going to do page 6. So what I'm thinking is what we can do is, I think what we could do is, hopefully, my goal is maybe we can do like one page a day. I mean, at least 4 days a week. Maybe we can just do 4 days a week. Maybe 4, maybe 5. I don't know. Let's start. See what happens, because nothing happens unless you start. And things are gonna warm up. It's it's late at night here. It's almost 1 a.m. and But what's my dog's just chilling out. I got nothing else to do, so 500 grammar exercises. I mean, I got a lot to do. So let's do it. One again. Le groupe du nom et les pronoms. I think that means the group of nouns and pronoun. All right, so let's just in two parts. The first part, we're going to go through the grammar exercises. Now we could use. I do have like a bot that we could use. If we need if we need some explanation, then we can always hire this one. And I've uploaded to my agent. So we put in its credits today. So wait, no, we're okay. Let's okay. So it doesn't use all my credits. It's gonna be why should I be the teacher? I got Gemini to be our teacher. And then we're the read article. So in fact, I read this article. I have Gemini translated into French, Chinese, and Russian. And I have this little challenge where at least 4 days a week, I write the words out. It's not working. I write the words out in. How do I get this to go on the right one? Maybe FaceTime camera? Yeah. Okay, check it out. Okay, so you can see here that I wrote like some of the main words that I didn't know in French, and then I write them again in Chinese and Russian. You probably noticed that some of my videos at the end of last year, I started speaking Chinese and speaking Russian. Since then, I developed a lot of other systems for learning Chinese. And Russian, which are different than this experience. So for the spring challenge, we're just going to focus on French. So the basic idea is there's this article in English, and then we had it translated into French. And then in addition to that, we're going to use our little tutor. The tutor's going to help us. What I'm going to hear, I don't think you can hear it when I, so I'm just going to hear it and read at the same, like with it. So, de t'accompagner à progresser ensemble pour ta mère. So I asked and also the A one word. It's a word. Avec les accents. All right, so we're here 7 on here, but it's talking about the PDF. Here, let me the screen. Let's see the PDF. All right. Nous commençons le nom. Chapitre 1, le nom. Let's start. The chapter 1, the noun. Vas-tu apprendre à utiliser the beginning, or do you want to pay a specific page? Use the so I'll just Let's copy this. If you're being difficult, I don't know. This is the most easy that you can possibly imagine French to be, because it's the very first exercise. Well, les noms du féminin. Le nom est une formation du féminin. I'm not exactly sure what this is, because you have un and une. Un for every single one has the man and the fem. So why is only adding how to feminine nouns? Now this is in concept the animate and inanimate objects, and I understand why you would have animate and inanimate objects in Russian, because in Russian it's like very important in the grammar to know if something is an animate or an inanimate object. But the reason is in French, because see, look, you have un artiste, une artiste, un ami, une amie, marchande, une avocate, un anglaise, une anglaise. I don't know. So the point is that inanimate, and it means a living thing, and living things have a natural masculine and feminine. Now, of course, this is the thing that everybody's debating these days, but if we're talking about gender, meaning the way that we use grammar in the French language, there are only two genders. So we have une artiste. The assumption is une artiste is a female and un artiste is a male. And in the concept of animate objects, there's only two genders in the current way that French describes gender. So the idea is you have a male cat and you have a female cat, dog. You have a male human, you have a female human. So these are all animate nouns, and they have a natural division between the word as it is in the masculine form and the way it is in a feminine form. And the reason you need to know this is because it, like in French, they also have masculine and feminine forms of inanimate, like a table or chair. So then that's when you actually have to learn because then you don't have both forms. You only have one form. The table, the inanimate object is either a male, masculine a noun or a feminine noun, and not both. But animate objects have both. All right, so let's see what Googly Goo has to say. C'est un excellent début. Nous sommes à la page 7 de votre livre. Regardons ensemble la section observée. Les exemples nous aident à comprendre les règles du féminin et du masculin. All right, so let's take a section observée, and the examples can help us to understand the rules for feminine men. So let's look at this example. Un artiste masculin, une artiste féminin. Maintenant, les phrases à terminées par e changées au féminin. All right, so let's read the phrase A. What's here? Okay, so it's masculin terminé par e change au féminin. So the masculine nouns are ending with an e change to feminine. Masculine nouns ending in an e change to feminine. I'm not sure that sentence is correct. It'll just be. Let's check this out. E feminine. Okay, so un artiste, it's masculine. Et non, terminé, change au féminin. So you can see we're changing. And now let's look at the sentence. Les noms masculins, and masculin is an adjective, also active. Les masculins, terminé. So on it, even the present ending in an e, and then changeant. Is this verb ending in e? Changeant, this definitely verb. So it's plural form of change. Au féminin. Le mot artiste change quand il devient féminin. This word does, English say does, but In French, they say is that the word artiste changes when it devant féminin, devant, de vie,